You know, we were repairing Charlotte last week and I never did find the arm. It's still missing. So anyway, we're making do with what we've got. So this one's going to need a little bit of sanding down. As you can see, compared to that one, it's just a little bit chunkier. So I'm going to sand it down a little bit. And I mean, saying that, it's chunkier at the top, which is at the original bit. But yeah. Where's the other one there? They are slightly different again, but this is, like I say, it's a much harder task than you ever imagine, believe you me. So anyway, I'm going to give that a light sand down. I've done all I can do with that. I think it's going to have to be a little bit chunkier than the other arm, just because of the way the end there is placed in. She's got a bit more muscle than she should have, but I don't think there's a lot I can do about it. So we'll start finding some paints to paint it up. Right, I've managed to mix up this colour here. It looks pretty similar there. Right, just painting away. I just thought I might give her a little bit around her belly button. She's like obviously quite a nice little colour. I don't want to do too much to her. Just a little bit. Not that anybody will ever see her belly button, but I feel if it was going to be anywhere, it would be there. Now this bit's going to be hard. I do not have a steady hand. Oh, it'll do. I'm not here to win any prizes. The best painting of a doll, so it will do. That's about the finest brush I've got. You can get them finer. I might have to find something or buy something, methinks. But it's not too bad. It's not fantastic either, but it's all right. Like I say, with a finer brush, I might be able to do it slightly finer. Right. Oh, well, I don't know if you heard that knock on the door. Exciting stuff. There's a parcel here. And it is from my friend Christine. Let's go ahead and unwrap it. I don't know if this is for Christmas or not, but oh, well that. Oh. Right, what I'll do, oh, that is a Christmas card, bless. I will just read this card first and see what's going on. Well, as much as I want to show you what they are, I kind of feel that they might be for Christmas, so I'm not sure if to wait or not. So what I'm going to do is I'll contact her and find out whether I can open them now or whether they're for Christmas. Oh, the suspense is killing me. Oh, wow. It's a little brass cup. It's tiny. Oh, oh, look. How gorgeous is that? It's real brass. Oh, wow, that's beautiful. Oh, that's going to go into Bucknell House. Although it does go with arts and crafts stuff as well, doesn't it? So, ooh. Oh, I love it though. Oh, thank you so much, Christine. You're such a kind lady, honestly. Thank you. Wow. Beautiful. Detail in that as well. Right. Oh, wow, it looks like a little easel. Oh, wow. That's fantastic. I'm going to cover up the, because obviously you'll know where I mind. I don't care. You know where I live. Oh, wow. It's a little map of very close to where I live. Oh, that's fantastic. And a little easel to put it on. How cute is that? Oh, thank you, Christy. Honest to God, I just can't say. I know I shouldn't say honest to God, but good grief. Oh, thank you. Oh, you are really, really, genuinely such a lovely person. Not just because you're sending me stuff, you're just lovely anyway, but thank you so much for the gift. I love it. And I think that probably moves back to hold it up. Yes. Oh. Oh, that's definitely going in Bucknell House. I love it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Ta-ta for now. Clear elastic, which I thought would suit because obviously she's very small, and I wasn't really sure how small I needed to go, but it has got a good bit of stretch in it. So it's for jewellery, really. And I did order some pink as well, which was like proper elastic, but it hasn't come, so we're going to have to use this. There's glue on there, and then what we do at the end is we just cut that off, but that allows her to move. Right, we'll try that as one. Anyway, that one's gone in all right. Right, I've got her other arm. As you can see, the hand is still a little bit big, but I've done all I can do with it, I think. I might mess with it a bit more when it's on, which is why originally I made the whole arm, but I still haven't found that. So I don't know where it is. So anyway, we'll pull that tight. I think that arm's just ever so slightly longer as well. It is, look. Oh, I don't know. Will she get away with it? I think I'm going to have to. I mean, I can always sand this down a little bit more once it's all set, and repaint the end. And I need to make sure this is going to go through. So just loosen it off a minute. Is that going to go through? No, that one won't go through. Stretch, which gives you more room to put it in, theoretically. Oh dear. Right, while Charlotte's drying there in the corner, I can't dress her until I can cut those bits of wood off. So I'm going to get on with another project. Hang on a minute, I'll just turn the light on there. Yeah, I've just turned the lights on. It's getting a bit dark outside. I think it's probably going to rain. Right, so anyway, I have these stamps and I've had a few ideas for them. I bought them with the intentions of making something for my doll's house. So one of the ideas I have, or I have a few, is to make the rocking horse, stamp it in paper, cut it out, cut that out lots of times, stick them all together and make a paper rocking horse, but one that actually rocks and will take a doll sitting on it. This one I want to stamp onto silk and make a little rag doll, a hobby horse, which it is obviously, but again do it in paper. And that one there I think is like a nutcracker type doll. Yeah, it is. So that one would be nice for Christmas. So anyway, we'll have a go. Don't think I've got time to do that one today. I've definitely got time to do that one, and we'll stamp that onto the silk and see how we get on. But if not, we can finish these off next week. Like I say, it is Thursday today, and this video is going out tonight, and I've still got Charlotte to dress yet. So I'm trying to do as much. I mean, the reason I'm so behind is we're decorating the living room, and I have to do the painting, peelings and things. And my daughter's also been visiting from Cornwall, so she's staying with her husband's family, but they're obviously coming up and visiting us too, so I have to take time out, which obviously I want to see them. So I'm very behind. I'm not making excuses, but that's quite genuine. Right, so we'll stamp those three. And I love making cards and paper crafts. I just don't do enough of it to be very good. But I do love to do them, and I do have some Christmas cards and birthday cards to make as well when I get time. Right, I'll go and get some paper. I'm doing the rocking horse while I'm here. Right, I'm just holding the silk in place with the magnets. I honestly don't know whether this is going to work or not. We're about to find out. Quite black, but I think there's still room there to colour it in a bit. Right, I'm going to take this over to my die cutting machine and cut out several of these. Give one of these a quick colouring. Let's see what happens. Oh, like I say, sometimes I could do with you all here to make my decisions. I'm just knowing if I do cut around that, I'm going to have to do all the others. It will look better, obviously. That's how good I cut it out. Well, we'll give it a go. Let's face it, at the end of the day, if it doesn't work, we've got an idea and we can maybe run with it another time. So, of course, the issue I've got now is I've got to do all these. I do love to give myself work. Let's give it a go. Ooh. Well, it's kind of bleeding. Right, don't laugh. I know what you're thinking. She looks like a devil doll. We've got so many things on the go here, haven't we, drying? Right, while that's drying, we will sort out Charlotte, I think, now. Right, so pop that over there. There. So she does move. And hopefully we're all going to hold out. What have I got? It's that hand. It's a bit like the Hulk's hand or something like that. It's like, yeah. But what I can do is I might get me Dremel out and see if I can take that down a bit more, because that just looks wrong. It's a bit late in the day to be doing it, but yeah, it's a bit longer as well, isn't it? It just shows you, see, it looked all right. Like I say, if I could have found that other arm, I definitely would have used it because it was a better arm. Right, 2 minutes, I'll get back to you. Right, I've been refining her hand a bit more. I'm a lot happier with it now. That's a better length, as you can see. It does mean I'm going to have to touch up the paint. She's got a bit of a palm. I mean, it's still a little bit oversized, but I'm doing my best to try and make it look better. So what I'm going to try and do now is scarily use this and see if I can put some fingerprints in. I'm leaving it that. You can, no, I don't know if you can focus there. You can see she has got a little bit of hand. It's obviously not as good as theirs, but yeah, it's better than it was. Right, I'll have to try and get this paint colour again and see if I can touch it up now. Charlotte, wow, hope we're going to get you dressed today. There's not much of the day left. Right, I'll give her a bit more paint. I think that's as close as it's going to get. Obviously, this is a different colour from her body. I do know that, but she's getting there. What time we'll get to dress her? I don't know. We're about to find out. Right, well, Charlotte's drying off there. I've just gone back to this. I decided to cut that little middle section out there. I don't know if you can see through it now, but I'll do that look. I'm not sure about this one, but we'll see it through. Right, I'm just gluing this one onto that. I think that'll be enough thickness, actually, to be honest, just because that's how it worked out. Right, I'll put a bit of a weight on that. What have I got? Me Millie put. Right, I'll put a weight on that while it dries. I need to go and get my battery charger, so I'll be back in a minute. Right, as I was sorting her out, ready to dress her, the pegs on her legs came out, the elastic and pegs, so I've replaced it with some elastic knots and glue. Now, whether she'll stay like that, I don't know, but it's working at the moment. It sticks out a bit much, but it's still kinder than wire, so we'll stick with that for the moment and then see what we can do maybe at a later date. Hey all, well, I just want to say a big thank you for being so patient and commenting and saying that you're really looking forward to the videos, so thank you to you all. It's just been one of those weeks. So anyway, we're getting on with Charlotte's outfit. I'm just making, it's almost like a little vest thing. It's just a piece of lace. I've popped a tiny little hole in and stretched it over her head. And I'm just going to sew these two bits together, or put a little few stitches in anyway. And Then I'm going to sew a bit round her waist, because obviously it doesn't cover her waist. But yeah, thanks everyone. You really are a lovely bunch. And I mean that, you really are. And I've had to come downstairs to do this because it is absolutely bitter. As anybody who lives in the UK, and I'm sure colder countries, I cannot work upstairs in my sewing room at the moment, or my craft room, because it is just bitter. The ceiling actually goes slightly into the eaves, and because of that, it makes it terribly cold. And I just couldn't feel my fingers. I tried, but it wasn't happening. And come in the living room where it's nice and warm. Here I'm just sewing the band on round her waist to neaten it all up and make it look nicer. There. So there you see, she has a little vest now. And that's really quite cute. And of course I have this very pretty lace. Right, while messing around with the lace there and looking for stuff, I found this lace, which actually is better again, because I'm going to pop her little arms through the holes and then gather it up round. What an idiot. Ah. Right, I'm going to try 2 pieces this shape, because as you saw, I took the ribbon out. I thought I was filming, I wasn't anyway. I tried sewing it and she just looked like a tiny doll with a great big thick collar around, so it was wrong. I think the seam's going to have to go at the front because of where the arms are. You? It's already falling apart. Oh, good grief. Can you see what's happening? Well, in actual fact, it does work. It does work, but I'm going to have to get myself a more secure piece. Oh, gosh. It's how to do that without... I don't know. I'll get back to you. Right, while I was trying to think what I was going to do, I came across this fabric, which is what's left of when I was making the bedding, what I made the sheets from. And so I've cut it A-line type of shape, and I've sewn that side up, and I'm going to sew this side up, and yeah, we'll go from there. That's all I can do. Keep trying all these different things. One of them's got to work. Surely. Otherwise it's going to be a video out on Saturday. Right, okay. Right, okay, I've done what to do. I have had every bit of lace, every bit of fabric, every bit of everything I own literally on her top to try and make something work. And the less it was on there, the better it seemed to work. Everything was just so bulky around her neck. So what I used was this lace, and I just literally hooked it through her arms like that, as you can see. And then that's gone round her neck. And then I've sewn it on the back, tucked it under and sewed it, which is why it looks a little bit bulky. And then I've done her a bow, which I'm just about to put a little thread through to make sure it stays in. And then this is just gone through the bottom. I wasn't going to do it because, like I say, she's meant to be a farmer, farmer's daughter, but, and that there, I'll put a little tack in that as well to make sure it stays in. But overall, I'm very happy with her. I'm a bit perplexed at the paint coming back off. Don't know why that is, but if anything, she looks more worn. So it's fine. And obviously I'd never quite got the paint to stick on the original part of her body, which was there. It went over that one fine, which is weird. I think it's probably because I've sanded it so many times, it must just be super smooth and the paint won't stick. But we'll see what we can do maybe later. And she needs a little bit on her hand there too. But yeah, it's a bit rough around the ankle as well. I can see here, look. Repaired. She just needs a touch up with a bit of paint. And she's decent under there, as you know, with the little vest. That's the underneath of the fabric. So she's got pants on too. Not pantaloons, but pants. What a beautiful hairstyle she has. Well, here she is in place. And doesn't she look sweet on her little rocking horse? I was going to show you the hobby horse, but it seems to have gone walkabout and I can't find it anywhere, so something strange is going on in this place. It was a complete failure anyway, but I was going to show you, but if I find it, obviously we'll have a look at it next week and see maybe if we can improve things. So anyhow, ta-ta for now. See you next week, hopefully on time.